Alright guys, welcome to the channel. We're at the Burnswick Cemetery. We done been started. We got a couple other videos today. But here's the first one. It's going to be Marianne, March the 9th, 1954 to November the 15th, 2003. Boyd K, August the 19th, 1946 to May the 4th, 2014. And I think this is one. Right here. But I wouldn't swear to it. But there it is. Alright. So that'll get us to here. Right there. And it's Rose, Lee Paul, February 23rd, 1924 to November 13th, 2008. They were married September 10th, 1966. And August L, June the 7th, 1927. Parents of Timothy and Tarina. Then we got James Richard McNeil. He was a sergeant in the U.S. Army at Vietnam, May the 13th, 1936, February the 7th, 2008. Then we have Graff. We have August, 1892 to 1972, and Emery, 1897 to 1962. He was in the World War. Then we have a veteran here. He was in the Civil War, the Army. Alright, then there's somebody beside him was in the Army. Just got a placard. Then we got a couple of Odies. Right here. This one died in it says 1817, but you be the judge of that one right there. Alright. Then we got this one. They died in 31 or 51. It's Ellie. Then you got two right here that I can't make out. There they are. Then you got Allie Nutt. Died April the 4th, 1890 at 86 years, 10 months, and 11 days. Then you have Edward Nutt. He died August 29th, 1879. It looks like 22 years and 4 months. Then we got Coward, or something like that. Edward, not Coward. Sorry about that, Edward. I just looked like a C. Then we got, anyways, he died August 29th, 1879 at 83 years, I believe. Then you have, what, Tollum? Beersley? September the 19th, 1816 is what it says, so I don't know. At 19 years. Might be a 4, I don't know. You be the judge. I can't make this one out. There it is. Here we got another Flippy. Right here. I can't make it out either, but there it is. Then we got another footstone marking somebody there. I got one right here. Looks like they might have died in, I don't know, you be the judge. There it is. And this one here, they might have died in 1849, it looks like. But I can't make out who. Alright. Then we have Dwayne D. Osborne. He was an AIC in the U.S. Air Force in Vietnam, September 23rd, 1942 to November 20th, 2010. And then we have Rogers here. And I can't make it out. There it is. There. There might be something down there. I'm not sure. There it is. All right. Then we have Dixon. We have Amanda A. Dixon, 1843 to 1909. And Walker L. Dixon, 1840 to 19... Beep. Then we have, I'm not sure on that name, but Raymond, 1898 to 1966, and Edna, 1900 to 19. Then we have Ronald Roy Busley. He was a private in the U.S. Army in Vietnam, March 29th, 1948 to February 16th, 2008. Then we have Busley again. We have Frederick, May the 7th, 1918 to May the 21st, 2001. And Catherine A., August 30th, 1920 to May the 3rd, 2015. All right. Let's see where we're at. Oh, we're at 15 minutes already. No. 5 minutes. Wow. Okay. I'm catching my breath, guys. We might knock some of this other garden out and leave this big long part till I come back. I was playing with the whale. It does work. I always got to play with the whales. This one's water tastes like rust because it's been rusty. It's not really sulfur, it's just rusty. It works good though. Needs a little oil on it so it ain't so squeaky. There it comes, guys. See how the rusty water is? There it is. So it does work. Alright, let's go ahead and hit this garden over here some. Might as well. I ain't gonna do but one more video and then I'm gonna quit for the day. I'm getting wore down. I won't even do this one, but I don't want to stop a video in 5 minutes. So, yeah. Here's our next one, guys. Right here. And they died in 1873. And they got buried right in the bend of the cemetery. Very nice cemetery. I'd have to give them credit. This one is nice. Looks like it's decent taken care of. Real well taken care of. But, yeah. Anyways, we're going to hit a few in this row. Or this garden, I mean. So let's see who we got here. We have Margaret M. Schwartz, 1898 to 1963. We have Grandamian, or something like that. We have Louise, March 27th, 1923 to November the 5th, 2020. They were married April the 12th, 1942. This is Anthony P., March the 11th, 1922 to June the 28th, 2014. Then we have Coleman. We have Thomas R., 1942, and Ella Jean, 1942. This ain't a bad looking stone. It's a F. Lucille Shergleman, or something like that. December the 13th, 1934 to August the 19th, 2006. Good looking stone right there. Then we have Heath Ivan Brohard. December the 20th, 2006 to January 12th, 2007. Rest in peace, little one. Then we have James Ryan Johnson, June the 6th, 2012. In our arms are a little while, in our hearts forever. Rest in peace, little one. Then we have Raymond Lee Brown Sr., October the 2nd, 1936 to June the 29th, 2006. And there's a picture of him, guys. All right. Then we have a Jones right here. It's going to be Lavona, 1904 to 1973. And it's going to be Raymond W., 1894 to 1963. And it says that one of them was in the World War. All right. Whew. That sun's hot. Then we have Raymond Lee Brown. He was a private in the U.S. Army in Korea, October the 2nd, 1936 to January the 29th, 2006. All right. Then we have Madison. We have O'Ray, 1894 to 1975. Evera, 1895 to 1981. We have Madison again. Or Mason, I must say it's Mason. Have Glenn R., 1920 to 1987, and June E., 1922 to 2013. They were married February the 24th, 1945. Then we have Wildman with Ethel, 1892 to 1977. Then we have Asleep in Jesus, Catherine M. Williams, 1915 to 1976. Then we have Marie T. Willer, 1925 to 1995, Molly. We have Father James A. Willer, 1921 to 2007. That's Jim. He was in World War II. Then we have Fisher. We have Ruth Osborne, March 20th, 1913 to February 20th, 2008. And Frank H., August 16th, 1912 to February 27th, 2010. Then we got Bolton. We have Ora, 1878 to 1964, and Howard W., 1877 to 1969. Then we got Spur. We have Edith Marie Edna, May the 8th, 1917 to March 30th, 2004. They were married for 64 years. George Clayton Jr., January 22nd, 1918 to November the 19th, 2010. All right, let me get the sweat out of my eyes. See where I'm at. Oh, it's 11. Then we have stock. It's going to switch on this one on me. It's going to be Albert, 1935 to 1992, and Janet, 1940. And it's going to be Zimmer. It's going to be Zimmer. Howard D., 1917 to 1986, and Betty, 1919 to 2002. They were married April 11th, 1936. Then you have James Willer. He was a sergeant in the U.S. Army in World War II, August 15th, 1921 to April 26, 2007. Then you have Jane F. Salt? I don't know. January 11th, 1947. We have Myron J. November the 2nd, 1940. Then we have Lester, 1915 to 1968 in Virginia, 1920 to 1987. Then we got McWillian. We had Charles, November the 18th, 1922 to July the 8th, 1997. He was in World War II. Barbara F., February 24th, 1923 to April the 4th, 2002. Then we have beloved sister and aunt, Susan A. Gullidge, March 23rd, 1948 to January 21st, 2011. Then we have an infant son, Richard C. Gullidge, November the 13th, 1977 to November 25th, 1977. Then we have Patton, Eleni, October the 21st, 1930 to August 13th, 2007. William W., June the 25th, 1928 to November the 1st, 2011. He was in the Marine Corps in World War II. Then we have Brown and Freeman. We have Lloyd E. Freeman, 1904 to 1989. We have Maud E. Freeman, 1901 to 1985. And we have Glade E. Brown, 1899 to 1995. And give me just a second, guys, while I cool under this breeze. I'll let you glance across the cemetery a moment. The only thing we like is this, about the straight part of that garden from the bend straight down all this back here, that first garden, and then from this around to the turnaround. And we'll be done with this cemetery. Yeah. It's a pretty place. They got a beautiful cemetery here. The old part that we done was back there. We done all that down through there so far. So we're moving right along. We're out and tired, but we're gonna quit here in a few. We're not doing much more today. Too tired. Wore down. Anyways, this is G.L. Burns. Born April the 12th, 1868, and died June the 30th, 1910. This is Ruth Florence Knopf, 1890 to 1940. This is Mary Estella Fierce, 1870 to 1925. Then we have C.W. Burrs, 1840 to 1911. And then we have Mary E. Burrs, 1846 to 1922. So she was in World War II. Then we got Sandstorm. We have Ivra Richard, January 20th, 1921 to August the 30th, 2011. We have Mary Elizabeth Thompson, July the 11th, 1933 to January the 15th, 2001. They were married for 42 and a half years. Congratulations on that. Then we have Meyer. We have Janet K, January 24th, 1938 to May the 16th, 2022. Dwayne H, December the 20th, 1933. And he works for the fire department, evidently, because it's a fire department badge. Alright. Then we have Kirschsinger. We have Ruth, 1916 to 2016. Hey, she was 100 years old. Then we have Edward, 1913 to 1981. Then we have Mower, or something like that. We have Larry Nixon, July 25th, 1938 to July the 19th, 2008. Janice Ruth, November the 11th, 1938 to August 15th, 2019. And we got, I'm not sure on the name. We got Belinda Fletcher, October the 10th, 1936 is all I see. And then Edward Gary, October 23rd, 1933 to maybe May the 12th, 1990. Then we have Powell. We have Myrtle, 1915 to 1970. And we have Lonnie, 1913 to 1967. Then we have a missing right here. Then we have Miller, Andrew, 1863 to 1935, I believe, or 25 on that one. Then we have Barber. We have William Delmont, May the 26th, 1902 to June the 11th, 1988. And Lois B. Holtz Oliver, July 28th, 1916 to April the 29th, 1999. Then we have Ambers, or something like that. I don't know. William H, 1919 to 1976, and Martha J, 1924 to 2002. Then we have Eleanor Stanford, September 24th, 1943 to November 25th, 1956. We have Pearson Pearl, 1921 to 1979, and Leroy B, 1914 to 1971. We have O'Farrell. We have Janine, 1899 to 1989, and Earl, 1926. And we have Chester Moore, 1911 to 1916. Rest in peace. We have more again. We have Ethel, 1891 to 1964, and Clarence, 1886 to 1965. Then we have one in the shade, thank goodness. I need it for a moment. We have Horton. We have Harlan, 1921, and Cleo, 1921 to 1975. All right, guys. Give me just 1 second to cool down a moment. We'll take on these next 2 rows. Might be able to knock this garden out for this video's ends. I doubt it, but we might. We'll get close. That's all right if I don't. I can finish it up another time, like tomorrow. If I ain't wore down too bad. It's taking a toll on me now. Anyways, we have Shaw. We have Ethel. 1896 to 1958, and Lester, 1895 to 1963. We have Shaw again. We have Lester Jr., 1931, and Mary Elizabeth, 1935 to 1992. Then we have Rita V. Liberty, January the 18th, 1924 to March the 5th, 2011, and Robert A. Daniels Sr., August 15th, 1944 to January the 2nd, 2008, husband and father. Then we have White. We have Elmer, 1908 to 1988. He was in World War II. We have Lucy E., 1906 to 1996. We have Franklin. We have Albert, 1883 to 1963, and Mary D., 1880 to 1968. Then we have one to reverse to the other side. We have Gavin Wilson, 1871 to 1962. Then we have Wilson again. We have Myrtle, it looks like 1897 to 1966, and Lorenzo, 1893 to 1958. On that stone right there. Then we have Nelson D. Davison, June the 30th, 1936 to March 17th, 2003. Then we have Iva R. Sandstorm, U.S. Army Air Force, World War II, June the 20th, 1921 to August 30th, 2011. Then we have Ryan McKinley Bennett, January the 14th, 2004 to May the 28th, 2004, our little munchkin. Rest in peace, little one. Then we have Curtis Sandy, March the 30th, 1939 to March the 31st, 2018. We have Dan, May the 29th, 1938. Then we have Slate Terry. We have Sue F., June 25th, 1940, and Joseph T., December the 16th, 1932 to September the 20th, 1992. He was in the World War. Then we have Gerbeard. I think it's Gerbeard. Anyways, it's Caroline, 1864 to 1944, and John, 1857 to 1947. Then we have N.C. Gerbeer, 1898 to 1951. Then we have to go back to the other side again. It's going to be Lou E. Gerbeer, 1888 to 1970. And it's going to be Ben O. Gerbeer, 1894 to 1985. It says trucked 20 HP. So I don't know if he was a trucker or what. I don't know. Then we got Hogan's. We got Vermilla, 1908 to 1989, and Ralph, 1895 to 1972. Then we have Hogan's again. We have George F. Hogan's. January 13th, 1861 to January the 5th, 1916. Suzanne Hogan's, May the 16th, 1864 to November the 9th, 1956. Then we have McMahon, I'm not sure. Anyways, it's that name. And it's John, 1860 to 1912. Then we have that name again, and it's going to be Hooray, 1833 to 1918. And it's going to be John, 1821 to 1867. Then it's going to be Stephen D., that name, 1861 to 1946. It's going to be Ella Ann, 1856 to 1867. It's going to be Thomas, 1856 to 1863. Then the next one's going to be in the World War. It's going to be Michael, 1874 to 1950, and Josie, 1872 to 1960. Then we have Sarah A. Gabier, or no, I'm not sure. Anyways, 1898 to 1969. It's going to be Little, 1864 to 1953, and it's going to be Lottie, 1872 to 1950. Their last name's Shaw. He was in World War II. Then we got Lester Shaw. He was in the Ohio. He was a private in the 26th Infantry in World War I, November 20th, 1895 to May the 16th, 1963. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end there, so I don't start the new row. We'll wait till I come back. I'm gonna have to come back and do it'd probably be at least another video or two doing that front garden in this piece. So anyways, we're gonna share, like, subscribe, call it a day, and Tony's out of here. Peace. I'm out of here.